I thought across the whole game it was a good performance. First half we were the dominant team, no doubt about that. I think the stats in the first half, we had 11 shots to their 2, but yet it's 1-1. And as we know in football, you got to take advantage of the times when you're ahead. I thought we pressed them really well. I thought we made them uncomfortable in terms of trying to play. I think they stopped trying to play in the first half. And yes, as the second half, yes, they grew into the game more in the second half. Probably a case of some heavier legs. We couldn't maintain the press for as long. And they had some chances. We had to make some saves, but was a 1-1 a fair result? I don't know. I always think we should have won it. But a good game of football. And I think a credit to our boys. I thought they put in a real big shift after a lot of people being really critical of them in the last week.
And in the first half, as you say, people were critical of them, but they started the game really, really well. And Conor Mack, he's done what he's done all season. He took that goal superbly well, didn't he?
Yeah, it was super. And he could have had another couple. You know, Jay slid him in one time. There was some half chances snatched at them across the face of the goal, you know, slightly wide. So we had enough territory, final third entries into the box, that we should have had, I think, at least 2, possibly 3 in the first half. Conceded a poor one. You know, Jordan Stewart shifts it onto his right foot. It's hard to stop that as a right fullback. Reece Marshall, he shifts it onto his right quickly and bends it in. But I haven't seen the video of it yet, but I believe we were probably too deep. And then the first player misses it, and second player, and then the goalkeeper stranded in no man's land. I think we've all seen those in football matches, but the players at half-time knew they should have done better. But it was great that we scored so quickly. You know, that was important, because the longer that game goes at 1-0, the tension builds, but we got a great goal back quickly.
And in the second half they changed things a wee bit, and you were sort of thinking we're going to come out and there are going to be more goals, but didn't pan out that way. No, I think if we had been more quality and more clinical in sort of the final 2/3, the middle to the final third, we got into really good positions. I mean, there were spells there that we had Dylan Powers on the ball and Hervoy on the ball. They were parked in sort of in their, you know, defensive third. We shifted it out to the left. We got it to Jay. You know, Bobby got forward, Reece got forward, but just that bit of quality, indecision, and the execution. I think if we'd have had a bit more in the second half, we could have got something out of it. But yeah, that's football. And then they hit us on the break several times. They started to really overload this right side. Where in the first half, most of their attacks, I would have said, came down the left side. They didn't get much at all through their right full back in the first half. Second half, they started to sort of overload this side. But a consequence of probably Shannon Clucas not playing since Ballymena. He only trained 3 or 4 times. Dylan Powers, who I thought was excellent. I thought Shannon was excellent, and I thought Hervoy was excellent, but 2 of that 3, Shannon hasn't played since Ballymena. Dylan Powers, you know, finished the season in the US in November and trained with us, and you know, he doesn't have a lot of games in his legs, but I thought he was excellent tonight. But we knew we couldn't maintain that press for the full 90 minutes, but they were doing well, so it's hard to change. So we got Marcus Kane in, got Bobby in there, who still had energy in the middle of the park, got Shane McCartan just behind Jay. Jay put a shift in tonight, and you know, he was actually vomiting on the pitch. So he wasn't feeling so well, but he keeps going for the team. So the biggest thing tonight, I would say, is, are we disappointed with the draw? Absolutely. Are we happy that the players probably quieted a few critics, both in the media and probably a minority of fans who were overly critical of myself and the team, and you know, I can take it, no problem, give it to me. But I think it was really unfair this week for people to question the belief, the character, the drive, the desire and the commitment to Glentoran Football Club for those players. They were disappointed with that. They didn't deserve that, and I'll put that on record. You know, have a go at me, no problem. The results are on me. But to put that on the players' shoulders on the run into a game like this, I don't think was fair. And there's 3 league games left. The players will be wanting to go out and prove themselves and get a few wins under the belt, hopefully.
Absolutely. You know, we'll watch the games tomorrow. You know, obviously now it's tight between the top 2 because of this draw. You know, Cliftonville and Larne will be going hell for leather tomorrow, no doubt about that. There's a bit of a rivalry there. Even the build up to the game, there's some issues with tickets, and you know, so that's going to be a belter tomorrow. Cliftonville pushing to go into first, Larne pushing to get a result and a bit of momentum. Crusaders, you know, they're trying to catch us. a win tomorrow puts them, 3 points behind us, I believe. So a lot of football to be played. Is it hard now? Of course. Is it hard now to get that ultimate goal? Of course. But here, we still believe. Still believe in ourselves. The players believe in ourselves, and we know. I suppose at the end of the season we'll look back at some of the results that didn't go our way. We'll look at performances like this and say, well, look, that's the expectation and that's the standard required, and with a bit more quality added to that, I think we would have won the game today. But I'm sure Linfield will say it was probably a fair result.